Yeah. Right, well, this was all about your applications going up on the web to the world, and now we're going to see how many got downloaded. I already got a bit of early information. So your apps went up at midday. The boys, after 6 hours, just under 3,000 downloads. And for the girls, just under 1,000 downloads. So that was the 6-hour figure, okay? Nick, have you got the overnights for the world?
Yep.
For the boys?
After 24 hours, 3,951 apps downloaded.
Right, 951 more.
Yeah.
OK, Karen, what's the 24-hour final figure for the girls?
Well, the world woke up. The 24-hour figure was 10,667.
Oh. Well, there you go. Ladies, you have surprised me with this thing, I have to say. But nevertheless, how strange folk can be. 10,667 of them. I've got a treat for you. You're going off to a restaurant run by one of the finest chefs in this country, Michel Roux Jr. So, very well done. Have a nice time. I'll see you on the next time.
Thank you. Thank you.
I told you. We got the best one.
Well, on the subject of phones, all I can say is, is the future is not bright, really. And for one of you, the next application you might be making is a job application. OK, go off and work out what you've got to tell me about what went on in this task.
Thank you very much.
This is absolutely exquisite.
It's lovely. I think it was...
Good evening, ladies. Do you know what? You deserve a kiss. Congratulations. And for dessert, a dish which I've created specially for you, blueberry souffle.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Oh, that's
Just a quick toast to Team Venture. Cheers.
Cheers.
Wait. Is that victory I taste?
I really wish I could say the best product won.
We did mention that we need to be very careful not to offend anybody with the product.
Yeah.
We had 500 people laughing at us on stage doing that. You tell me, is that offensive or is that entertaining?
I'm just going to have to ask you straight, was anyone not pulling their weight?
Leon's the only person in all of this who had control to influence and affect every part. Maybe it wasn't adequate, and this is why we're here.
Now, who the hell am I going to bring in here?
Hello?
Could you send them all in, please? Thank you.
You can go through to the boardroom now.
Well, when I asked you earlier on, what do you think of your application? Yeah, it's very good. We're all behind it. Great. Yeah? Remember that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, good. So, what happened here, then?
I believe the online magazine that we didn't get was incredibly important. The girls did get that, and people obviously saw it on that website and had a go
Jim, you were the lead pitch on that one.
Yes.
Why didn't we get the deal?
I personally delivered a polished pitch and fielding difficult questions, but the girls won it, and that was the swing factor for them.
Yeah, but Jim, you're making an assumption that because they won that website, they got their orders. How about considering that your product was not sought after and theirs was?
Lord Sugar, it's a very dangerous game to disagree with you, sir. The website that we did not get, it seems very possible it was a personality. That individual didn't like it, and that...
They didn't like the product.
Am I talking to a brick wall here, or what? I don't care whether you got on that website or not. The point I'm making is, if you got on that website, you still wouldn't have sold any. Your stuff was viewed by the world, and the world said no thanks.
I think in hindsight, maybe we should have considered it wasn't a global application.
Well, exactly. That's the point I'm making. The application was not liked by the world market. I mean, what fascinates me here is you've got inventors, you've got people that are in technology businesses. You should have walked this thing.
I agree. We should have walked it. There was a fundamental miss. We didn't quite grasp the fact that the global and the stereotyping would be a negative.
Now, if I've understood correctly, you have an icon and a description that goes up on all the app stores. Who was responsible for drafting the words?
In its entirety, me.
Entirely you?
Yes.
You sure you want to say that?
Well, I'll clarify what I mean by that. I prepared a piece. The guy said, "You've hit the nail exactly on the head. Well done, round of applause."
So if I was to say to you that one of the biggest things is to get it straight away. So here's the girls. It's going out globally, worldwide, to everybody. And their first line is, "Screeching chalk and animal snorts are all part of the Ampy app." Bang. Straight away. I've got it. Screeching chalk and animal snorts. That's what we're selling. OK, now listen, compared to yours, Slangatang is the entertainment app that gives you the opportunity to listen to hilarious local vocal. I'm bored.
Certainly, hearing that as you read it out, I feel like a mug. Our description is not nearly as strong as it could be, or as strong as the girls.
So do we all agree here that these words actually was one of the reasons why this task failed? Or not?
Well, you know, the PM has a job of overseeing everyone in the group. I read it back to the group, asked for their full approval, asked the PM to concur with me and to proofread it with me, and they were 100%.
So now we're sharing responsibility for this, then, are we? You better get down to the nitty-gritty here, boys. Do you think your team leader did a good job or not?
He did a good job leading the team, but maybe he made a bad decision with the app.
He made a bad decision with the app that you designed, that you thought up.
We all put ideas forward. We all put ideas forward.
So, who's responsible for the failure of this task? You?
I wouldn't say I am, obviously, but...
Alex?
No, I made a very valid contribution to this, and I've no way got any...
Lord Sugar, I can answer that. There are participants and there are spectators. I'm a participant, and I positively get involved in things and put myself forward to do things. In that same respect, Alex, you do not do that. Maybe you're biding your time, but I don't believe this process is about biding your time.
Quite right.
It's about participating and giving everything that you've got and putting yourself out there.
Well, if we just
see
think about this for a second, actually, we've got a worded ad there that wasn't right. Jim, that comes back to you. And we've got the
no,
pitch
it's
that we
unanimous.
didn't...
The worded ad, let me clarify. Let me clarify so you can make sure.
You had the final say on it.
No,
you
the PM
Leon
has the final say. OK, we could talk over each other, or you could give me an opportunity to say this. You clapped your hands, as did everybody else. You agreed as much as anybody else.
And it was next to you.
That's fine, Alex. Yeah. It was unanimous. But you've got to put yourself out there. It's not about being a passenger.
I've not been a passenger at all. But a lot of this stems back to you on this task individually. You might have saved one pitch, but you saved a small pitch. You didn't get the big pitch, did you?
My contribution is more positive than negative. Your contribution is nada.
Well, look, here's a fact. Here's a fact. Leon, you have got to make a decision which two people you're bringing back in here, OK? What's your instinct? Who are you bringing back in?
Based on sort of the feedback I've been hearing today, I'd like to bring back Alex and Jim.
Alex and Jim.
Well, it's interesting that he chose myself and Alex. There's actually a few Fall Guys. Vincent fluffed his speech and I had to save the day, and I don't fluff speeches. Glenn designed the app that turned out to be crap.